I feel like I, in the last 10 years, have a better understanding of the business of what A&R people are going to react to, or radio people are going to react to, what people are, on the suit side of it will be more connected to in the song. In that, I think I can be more mindful of how we write something and the space that we write it for. Maybe in the past, I wouldn't have been as prone to writing music or diving into different genres that isn't specifically my thing, because it's not as honest or it's selling out or whatever else. I don't really even know what that is anymore. I think some cheesy pop songs are unbelievable. I remember vividly the first time I heard Party in the USA or Since You've Been Gone. Like, those songs are awesome. They're great. They're not probably songs I'm going to, listen to driving down the PCH that are going to console me or move me like other artists that I grew up around, but they're really great for the thing that they do. Having said that, I feel like I'm smarter with decisions of like, this is a moment where we just need to capture whatever this thing is, and how viable it is or how much the label's going to like it, I don't really know, but I don't really even care right now, because I feel like this piece of art has a lot of value for us to chase this down. And then in other situations, it's like, this thing really does this thing really well, and so I want to make that as great as that thing can be. I think Crush is a great pop song. I think it does that thing well. So in the past, I think growing up as a songwriter, all those things were all pushed together. And so at every moment, I was trying to make it as personally connected to me, but also as viable as possible. As a consumer, I think the music business is by far in its most exciting time. Technology has allowed so many barriers to come down. And record labels, who I think in the past had been really helpful, I think really hurt the process, because they're used to such big margins and they're used to such an archaic system. But fortunately, as an artist, I can get to my audience really quickly. I don't need all of that stuff anymore. It can be helpful for certain projects, but a lot of new artists that I talk to, I say stay away from record labels. That used to be the big answer, and now it could really be a big problem. I think it will balance itself out. I think that we'll figure out a way that the consumer gets what they want and the artist gets what they want. Things like Kickstarter are really exciting to me because it gives interesting new opportunities, but there's still a lot of problems with it. Spotify pays me almost nothing. I think with 5 million streams of a song that I wrote, I get like $10. So like, I don't even know how that math could ever work out to be something that's sustainable. But I know it will balance out, because I know that the market will have to correct itself. My biggest fear is that and I don't know a way around this, but I think we're going to lose about 15 years of great art. Like, there's going to be a 15-year window where it's not going to be people who are already out now. It's going to be, it's people who would have been out now but aren't because margins are smaller. So Kurt Cobain is going to be serving you coffee instead of making records. And that's okay, I guess, but it really will be this valley that we're going to have to go through culturally, where some of the stuff that was really going to change us and move us will never exist. And we won't realize that it hasn't existed until we look back and go, man, that last 10 years was just the same old pop thing churning around, which that can perpetuate itself, but there wasn't anything that broke through and anything that really changed me or anything that really challenged me. And you'll get a Foster the People, but you won't get 6 of those things, where in the past we've had a lot of bands that are pushing the envelope. And I'm just nervous that we are already starting on, and we'll go into this 10 or 15 year gap where we're just not going to get that. Because it's easy to do the thing that was like the last thing and make you won't make $1 for it, but you'll make 80 cents for it, and then you'll make 60 cents for it, and then whatever else. But to have that new thing break through, I don't think that has much of a chance right now, unless we figure out how to get the money part of it back. Not because we're all greedy asshole producers and writers, but just because I want to keep writing songs. And I think people want to keep hearing them. And as long as they do, if I can get paid for it, I'd much rather do that than bag groceries.